Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a very special quarantine edition unboxing for you. We're going to be taking a look at the Anovos Mandalorian helmet today. And I'm really excited. But before we get started, I want to clarify something about this helmet. Now, there are two licensed replicas of this helmet coming out. The first one is made by Anovos, which was what we have here. And what Anovos did is they took the original helmet and they digitally scanned the whole thing. Then they took those scans and essentially built this by hand, painted by hand here in the United States, actually in Texas. The second version that's yet to be released is a version made by EFX Collectibles. Now EFX, they took a casting of the original helmet and that's how they made theirs. But unfortunately theirs is made in China. Now, you know, they both advertised that they were going to put these helmets out by early 2020. And here we are, it's May of 2020, and the only one that delivered was Anovos. They're the only ones that actually delivered when they were supposed to deliver, which sometimes, yeah, it's surprising for both companies, you know. But EFX, I don't expect that helmet. You know, they're coming out with all these excuses now about the factory in China. Kind of the same deal about, you know, the Biker Scout helmet where it's 5 years, almost, yeah, 5 years later, and we still don't have the legend. But so I don't expect the EFX one for a couple years. So I decided to go ahead and just pick up the Anovos one as well. I still have my EFX pre-order. So, you know, if they ever do pump it out, you know, I'll still get it, and maybe I'll do a video comparing the two. That way everyone can make an educated decision on which one you want to buy. And then, you know, I'll decide which one I want to keep, and then I'll probably sell one aftermarket. But today we got the Anovos one. I'm really excited. Let's take a look at it. All right, so here it is. And to be perfectly honest, I actually forgot to record the unboxing process. So I went back and did a mock-up unboxing process for you. But here it is. The helmet is beautiful. I seen a lot of pictures floating around of the Anovos helmet, and I was ready to kind of be disappointed, and I was not. This thing is beautiful. Once you look at it, it's hard to tell with the lighting situation, and it's really hard to pick up all the subtle little details on a camera. But this thing is beautiful. The weathering is really, really well done. I definitely did not expect it to look this good. Now, if you stick around, I'm actually going to show you the helmet in various lighting situations, and you'll be able to appreciate the weathering a lot more. The one thing I did right away notice is that the cheek lines right there, the cheeks are actually painted a kind of like a matte silver. I don't know the exact color, but it's definitely a flat kind of matte silver color. Unlike the rest of the helmet, that tends to be a little bit shinier and kind of just has a little bit of a flake underneath of the rest of the helmet. But as you could see here, the weathering is amazing. And again, the pictures that I've seen floating around the internet do not do this helmet any justice, especially once you look at it in just with your own eyes. I try to get some close-up shots here of the weathering. Here's the back piece. Again, like I said, the weathering is done, I mean, really well. Now, again, in this lighting situation, it kind of looks muddy almost, but again, stick around and I'll show you some different lighting where you'll be able to appreciate more. Now, the helmet itself is fiberglass. It definitely feels like fiberglass. And like I mentioned before, it's actually 3D scanned from the original helmet. And I guess Anovos says that it's right down to 0.2 millimeters of accuracy.
This is also one of the first helmets that's done here in the United States. It was made in Texas, and essentially everything was done by hand, and even the weathering. So every helmet is going to be a little bit different because they're hand weathering everything, as opposed to some of those mass-produced helmets where they're just on an assembly line getting painted. As you can see here, it's all lined, and you could see here that it actually has two visors. So you can't see through it. I mean, you could still see through it, but so here it is in fluorescent light. So I took it in my garage so you could see it in a different lighting situation. And again, in fluorescent light, it definitely looks way more metallic, as you could see here. I mean, it definitely looks like a chrome, right? And you could still see all of the weathering, how it's done. You could see that matte, flat silver color on the cheeks. There's the ears. Now I know there's some question regarding the gap in the ears. I was looking at my pictures that I took at D23 of the helmet, and I mean I'm not really offended by the ears. They look great, and again, when you see it in just natural daylight, it gives it another dimension. As you could see there, even the cheek lines have like weathering. You can see a little bit of black weathering. You can see, again, right there, you could definitely see the weathering detail, and you could appreciate it a lot more in this type of lighting situation. Um, Again, the pictures that I've noticed online, it did look like almost like a cheap car, like a flaky, shiny metal, but it's definitely not that color. Um, this is on in with my LED lights in my collection room, and here I had to tone down the frame rate so it doesn't flicker so much. But again, the helmet is beautiful. I'm really 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 surprised and really happy how this helmet is. I mean, I might just cancel the EFX one, but there it is, guys. Definitely, if you're on the fence about getting this helmet, I wouldn't think twice about it. Again, look at the detail on that. It's beautiful, and you know, Anovos, a lot of people don't like them, but I actually do. So, anyways, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, and watch my other videos, and look out for the next one. Thanks, guys.